A third day of no school for Chicago Public School students. The district canceled classes again for tomorrow. Among the issues dividing CPS and the teachers union, COVID testing. Amanda Vinicky joins us with the latest. Amanda.
Yeah, Brandis, it still is not easy for parents to plan what they are going to do with their children. Though maybe some folks were expecting this by now on a third day, with word from CPS coming in about 5:30 this evening that classes for Friday will be canceled as the district and the Chicago Teachers Union continue to bargain over school safety. A letter from schools chief Pedro Martinez saying that a small but unspecified number of schools will allow students in, but not for class. You should not plan to send your child to school, the letter from Martinez says, unless your child's principal tells you students can come for in-person activities, whatever those are. Also, no list provided of what particular schools will be opening their doors to children. Now, one of the issues between CPS and CTU is COVID testing in schools.
We have some things that we agree on. Do we need more access to more testing? Absolutely. I have been very clear how frustrated I have been about not having enough testing in our schools. So that is something that we just have to ramp up. I've had a conversation today with Secretary Carmona. We've had conversations with the state.
Chicago's top doctor, Allison, already has said that, especially now with Omicron on the rise, that supply is an issue. Leah Perkinson is a manager of pandemics with the Rockefeller Foundation. She recently hosted with the Centers for Disease Control and the U.S. Department of Education a learning network with schools on how they can start and strengthen their COVID testing programs. Perkinson says that testing is a problem nationwide.
Schools across the country are feeling the squeeze of a supply chain that has bottlenecks all over. I think the challenge is more pronounced now because the demand is greater than it's ever been.
But she says there is one potential option, and that's actually a test that was created by the University of Illinois. It's called SHIELD, and it uses saliva, something that some studies have found to be more reliable for detecting Omicron than nasal swab tests. Results with SHIELD come in about 24 hours, and SHIELD says that this is currently in use in about 1,700 school buildings in Illinois, including Joliet High School's 2 campuses. COVID testing there mandatory for athletes in season, also for those participating in high risk extracurriculars like choir and band.
Those are extracurriculars. So if a student didn't want to participate in testing, they would be opting out of not only testing, but opting out of the extracurricular. And that wasn't always a popular decision. But we were really looking at the main goal was ensuring that we were keeping kids in school.
Superintendent Carla Guzman says not popular when, for example, the homecoming game was canceled because there was enough football players with it. Also, other sports matches called off because of COVID.
Some of the kids were asymptomatic, and we wouldn't have known that they had COVID if they wouldn't have tested. And you know, that's a debate I'll leave to others, but those were real losses that kids and families felt.
Despite those losses, Guzman says that this testing protocol has been helpful. SHIELD is available to Joliet students and to their teachers every morning. And she says it has helped to keep students in class because even if they have had an exposure to COVID, they are allowed to remain in school as long as they regularly test negative. Test to stay in play in Joliet. Now, Joliet's elementary district, by the way, does not offer any in-school COVID testing. Meanwhile, Chicago's requirements for student testing are one of the sources of disconnect between CPS and CTU, with CTU, first of all, wanting it more frequent and reliable, but also the union pressing for all students to get tested in school unless they specifically opt out of it. And that is something that is legal. But Mayor Lori Lightfoot saying there's no way that she would allow what she's called a quasi-medical procedure to be done on children without families and guardians' permission. CPS requires students, therefore, to sign up to get in-school COVID testing. Now, SHIELD's Beth Howler says that school districts who are signed up with the SHIELD program, it's about half and half for consent.
Many of them wish they had done opt-out. And here's why, is that When you get in outbreak mode, your local health department will tell you that you need to test the entire 5th grade, let's say. And so if they haven't gotten a lot of consent, they have to rush quickly to go get consent. So it's a lot easier if they can get the consent up front.
CPS did not respond to a question today about why they went with a different vendor, but Heller does say with this Omicron surge, more Illinois school districts are calling to sign up with Shield.
I'm getting 4 to 5 school districts a day reaching out, trying to sign up for testing. And we absolutely have capacity for them. And we are looking to get them onboarded as quickly as possible, because really what's most important right now is, vaccination and all these mitigation layers, but testing really helps find patient zero and helps stop the spread and keeps, school in session.
Heller says that Shield is not experiencing supply chain issues. And by the way, Shield saliva community testing will be available starting Monday, she tells me, at the federal courthouse, the Dirksen courthouse in Chicago. Now, as CPS and CTU continue negotiating over safety measures that would resume classes, each side has filed an unfair labor practice agreement charge against the other. Bob Bruno, who teaches labor law, says that it is likely both sides are covering their tracks here. Waiting for that, he says, to work its way through the system could take weeks, and it leaves a lot to chance.
Somebody could come out of this with a whole lot more power. And I don't know that either of the parties really want to risk that happening when they could manage to find compromise at the table.
Manage to find compromise? Well, it is certainly possible, but not in time for tomorrow. Again, for families who've been hoping for either in school or in remote, no such luck. CPS classes canceled for Friday. With that, back to you.
Yeah, and Amanda, now I guess we'll just have to hope for next week for some resolution. Thank you.